Ever catch your cat giving you that look? You know, the one where they seem to be solving complex equations in their head while judging your life choices. Well, what if I told you your furry friend might actually be a genius in disguise? Today we're uncovering 12 mind-blowing signs that prove your cat is smarter than anyone realized. And number 8 might explain why your cat always seems to be one step ahead of you. Number 1. Time Lords in disguise. Ever notice how your cat seems to have a built-in alarm clock? We're not just talking about waking you up for breakfast. These furry geniuses can predict your entire daily schedule with incredible precision. Your cat might appear to be casually lounging, but they're actually keeping track of your routine with laser-focused accuracy. They'll be waiting at the door minutes before you usually come home, or start their pre-dinner ritual right before your regular cooking time, all without checking a single clock. What's even more fascinating is how they adjust to schedule changes. If you usually come home at 5 p.m. but start working late, a genius cat will quickly recalibrate their internal clock. They're not just memorizing a routine, they're actively tracking and updating their mental schedule. And here's something that'll blow your mind. Studies show that cats can track time intervals, meaning they actually understand the concept of time passing. So when your cat starts giving you the "it's dinner time" stare at exactly 6 p.m., they're not just being hopeful, they're actually counting down the hours. Number 2. Puzzle Masters. Think your cat's just playing when they figure out how to open doors or cabinets? Think again. These clever creatures are actually demonstrating problem-solving skills that would impress even the most skeptical scientists. Watch how they tackle obstacles. Instead of giving up when something's in their way, they'll analyze the situation, try different approaches, and often come up with solutions that leave us humans scratching our heads. Ever seen your cat stack objects to reach something high up, or use one toy to retrieve another? That's not just creativity, that's genius at work. But it goes even deeper than that. Genius cats don't just solve problems, they remember their solutions and improve upon them. If your cat figured out how to open a particular drawer once, watch how they approach it next time. You might notice they're more efficient using exactly the right amount of force or finding the perfect angle immediately. They're literally learning from experience and refining their techniques. Some cats even watch their humans solve problems and then replicate the solution later. Talk about learning by example. Number 3. The language experts. Your cat isn't just meowing randomly, they're actually developing their own sophisticated communication system. Smart cats create specific sounds for different needs, almost like creating their own vocabulary. That special chirp when they want to play, the distinctive meow for dinner time, that's your cat essentially creating their own language just for you. Some particularly brilliant cats even learn to modify their vocalizations based on how you respond, proving they're not just communicating, they're actively learning and adapting their language skills. And here's where it gets really interesting. Cats actually develop different dialects for different family members. You might notice your cat uses a completely different set of sounds with you compared to other family members. This isn't random, they're actually tailoring their communication style based on what works with each person. Scientists have found that cats can learn to make over 100 different vocalizations, which is far more than they need for cat-to-cat communication. This means they're essentially creating a special language just for human interaction. Next time your cat makes that unique sound that seems just to be for you, remember, they're not just talking, they're showing off their linguistic genius. Number 4. The mirror masterminds. Most animals see their reflection and think they're facing a rival. But genius cats? They take mirror encounters to a whole new level. While regular cats might paw at their reflection or look behind the mirror for their mystery friend, highly intelligent cats show signs of actually recognizing themselves. They might use mirrors strategically, like checking out their surroundings without turning around, or even using their reflection to perfect their grooming routine. What's truly mind-blowing is how some cats use mirrors to interact with humans. Ever catch your cat watching you through a mirror's reflection, then responding to your movements? That's not just coincidence, it's your cat showing advanced spatial awareness and understanding that the mirror shows what's happening behind them. Some cats even learn to use mirrors to locate toys or treats. showing they understand that the reflection represents real objects in space. This kind of self-awareness and mirror manipulation is something that even many primates struggle with. Number 5. The memory champions. If you think your cat's just living in the moment, their incredible memory might surprise you. These furry Einsteins can remember things from years ago with astonishing accuracy. That friend who visited once 2 years ago and gave them treats? Your cat hasn't forgotten them, and they'll either greet them enthusiastically or hide under the bed, depending on how that first meeting went. But it's not just about remembering people. Genius cats display what scientists call episodic memory, meaning they can recall entire experiences and situations. They remember exactly which cabinet you kept their treats in, even if you haven't opened it for weeks. They know which windowsill gets the best sunlight at different times of day, and they'll position themselves there right before the sun arrives. Some cats even remember the sound of specific cars and can tell when a family member is about to arrive home just by hearing their vehicle approach. The most impressive part? They can apply these memories to solve new problems. If they once saw you use a particular movement to open a door or container, they might try to replicate it weeks later in a completely different situation. This isn't just memory, it's the ability to take stored information and use it creatively in new scenarios. Now that's what we call putting those brain cells to work. Number 6. The change champions. Think cats hate change? Well, genius cats actually thrive on new challenges. While most felines might hide under the bed when you rearrange furniture, these brilliant minds see it as a new world to explore and conquer. They don't just adapt to changes, they actively investigate and master their new environment with impressive speed and confidence. Watch how they handle it. Within hours of moving furniture, they've already mapped out new jumping routes, found the coziest new spots, and even figured out which new angles give them the best view of the bird feeder. But here's what's really fascinating. They're not just memorizing new layouts, they're actually creating mental maps that they can update and modify. Some cats even test different pathways through changed spaces, like tiny furry efficiency experts finding the new best routes. And it's not just about physical changes. Genius cats can adapt to schedule changes, new people, and even new pets with remarkable sophistication. Notice how they might adjust their behavior when you're working from home instead of the office, or how they develop different routines for weekdays versus weekends. They're essentially creating multiple playbooks for different situations and knowing exactly when to use each one. This kind of cognitive flexibility is actually a sign of advanced intelligence that even some humans struggle with. Number 7. The emotional genius. Think you're good at reading people? Your cat might actually have you beat. These furry empaths have an uncanny ability to sense exactly how you're feeling, often before you've even realized it yourself. Ever notice how your cat suddenly appears and starts purring exactly when you're feeling down? Or how they seem to know the difference between your actually busy and just browsing social media moments. What's even more fascinating is how they adjust their behavior based on your emotional state. Feeling stressed, they'll become more gentle, as if saying, "Take a breath, human." Feeling excited, out come the zoomies to match your vibe. It's not magic, it's science. Studies reveal cats are masters at reading subtle changes in facial expressions, body language, and tone of voice. And they're not just reading the room, they're customizing their responses. Some cats go full-on therapist mode with children or elderly family members, being extra gentle or patient. These are not just emotional support animals, they're furry life coaches. Number 8. The human behavior analyst. Ever feel like your cat is giving you the side eye while you go about your day? That's not paranoia. They're studying you like a Netflix series they can't pause. For instance, if they've noticed you check your phone first thing every morning, they'll time their breakfast demands to coincide with your phone grab. And the cherry on top? They tailor their strategies to each person in the household. Maybe mom gets soft paw taps, while dad gets the big eyes and pitiful meow routine. And then there are the cats who take it further, trying to copy what we do. Ever seen one pawing at a doorknob like a furry locksmith, or hilariously swiping at your tablet? These moments aren't just cute, They're proof that cats are observational pros, figuring out how we operate and sometimes even outsmarting us. Number 9. The entertainment engineers. While some cats are content batting around a toy mouse, genius cats are basically feline game developers. They turn everyday objects into elaborate playgrounds, proving that creativity isn't just for humans. Picture this. Your cat drops a toy from a high spot and watches it bounce down like a feline-designed pinball machine. Or they'll push objects off a counter, not just for the chaos, although let's admit, they do enjoy that, but to see how the objects fall and react. And if you think that's clever, wait until you see the multi-step games they create. Some cats hide their toys and later pretend to find them, turning your living room into a self-directed scavenger hunt. It's like they're auditioning for the feline version of Survivor, crafting challenges to keep themselves entertained. Number 10. The social network masters. For animals that often get labeled as independent, cats are surprisingly brilliant social strategists. They can read the room better than a sitcom character in a Thanksgiving episode. Watch how they handle social dynamics in multi-pet households. They'll know exactly when to charm the dog into a playful distraction, when to share the sunny spot with a rival, and when to claim a high perch to show who's boss. What's even cooler? Their approach changes depending on the situation. A shy kitten gets a bold welcome, while a senior cat receives the utmost respect. Some cats even play referee, helping the household pets navigate disputes like a tiny, whiskered diplomat. Number 11. The environmental controllers. Ever notice how your cat's favorite napping spot seems oddly strategic? That's because it is. Cats don't just plop down anywhere, they're essentially running a command center. That high bookshelf, it's not just comfy, it provides a panoramic view of the entire room. The kitchen counter, it's prime real estate for monitoring both snack prep and dining activities. They're not being lazy, they're playing 4D chess with their surroundings. And they don't stick to one spot all day. In the morning, they'll perch by the window for bird watching. By afternoon, they're stationed in the hallway, tracking family movements. Come evening, they've claimed the coziest corner of the living room, keeping an eye on bedtime routines. If cats had resumes, expert in territorial management would be right at the top. Number 12. The master manipulators. Here's the biggest revelation about genius cats. They're not just smart. They're brilliant strategists who have mastered the art of getting exactly what they want. And the most impressive part? Most of us don't even realize we're being expertly manipulated by our furry masterminds. Think about it. Have you noticed how your cat seems to know exactly when to turn up the charm? Maybe they figured out that a gentle head bump works better than meowing when you're on a work call. Or that looking extra cute and helpless right before dinner time gets them treats. These aren't just random behaviors, they're carefully crafted strategies developed through keen observation and clever experimentation. What's truly mind-blowing is how they chain these behaviors together. A genius cat might start with a subtle approach, like sitting nearby quietly. If that doesn't work, they'll escalate to gentle paw taps, then maybe some sweet chirping sounds, and finally, if all else fails, the dramatic full stretch and roll that no human can resist. They're essentially running a sophisticated campaign of escalating cuteness, all while making us think it was our idea to give them attention. And there you have it. All 12 incredible signs proving just how brilliant our feline friends really are. From their emotional intelligence to master manipulation, cats remind us daily that they're more than just adorable companions. They're geniuses wrapped in fur. See you in the next video where we'll uncover more secrets about our fascinating feline companions.